It's like,
All right, I think we got that match ready to go. This is winners finals.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, so we can kibitz? Okay.
All right, so right now, looks like you against PR Balrog. And what's going through your mind right now, winners finals?
At this point, I think that I'm obviously feeling pretty confident. Like, when we were doing the 5-on-5 and it started to get a little bit dicey after Combo Fiend lost, and Combo Fiend may have actually thrown his match to PR Balrog because he thought that he was going to play him later on in top 8.
Really?
That's the story. I don't know like the veracity of it, but that's like the story going around.
Okay.
So like at that point, like it was kind of getting a little iffy because Justin didn't think that Filipino champ was going to beat PR Balrog, so he thought that it was going to come down to me. So he asked me, can you beat PR Balrog? And I said yes, because he doesn't play the right characters. Because, like, as we're watching right now, and he's burning his level 1 X Factor, theoretically, as long as I can get to Dark Phoenix, I'm going to win.
Oh, that's what everybody thought.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the characters to fight Dark Phoenix. So really, like, he had a chance to kill Dark Phoenix, or to kill regular Phoenix. He got behind Jean with the Berserker Slash. He just didn't finish. And from this point right here, I think I basically won. Like, this is nice, like the pile driver thing, that's nice, but it really doesn't matter because as long as I get Dark Phoenix out, it's pretty much over. I can just play like standard Dark Phoenix. So really, as Ultra David is so fond of saying, the match isn't really going to begin. I bring her in right here so that I can use the Hagar assist. And right there, he's starting to run away. And, like, he doesn't have, or there's too much time here because there's more than 50 seconds. So I'm not really worried. I'm not going to take crazy risks. In fact, I'm not going to, like, provoke him into hitting me. I'm actually going to try to play out regular Phoenix as much as possible. Because Dante, out of his characters, Dante is the best one against Dark Phoenix.
Correct.
So I'm not trying to get hit. I'm just kind of playing it out. And right here, he decides that he's going to go through with it. And this actually is not winners finals. This is the first part of grand finals.
Oh, okay.
So
well, actually, you know what? Let's watch the whole thing then. Let's just go right through the entire loser finals and grand finals. So this is pretty much what we all want to see. You look really nervous there.
Okay.
This is the main stage. This is grand finals.
Yeah, at this point, I'm feeling okay. The nerves are basically gone at this point.
Okay.
But
So this is grand finals.
yeah, this is grand
Not
finals.
the reset yet.
No, this is grand finals game 2. This actually was one of my better games. He switched. He took Tron out and he put in Amaterasu. So this led to my Wesker trying to do less running away and more actually moving forward.
Okay.
So you'll see him actually dash forward, whereas in all the other matches he doesn't dash. Okay, I got the dash in, and I got the hit. And at this point,
Your mix-ups with Wesker is insane.
I'm feeling pretty good, and I got the Hagar in there. And okay, right about this at this point, as I land the air series, I think I've won this game because the character in back is Wolverine, a character who is not very good against Dark Phoenix. So yeah, I'm more or less going through the motions at this point.
Okay.
Like there's gonna come a point I'm gonna hit him right there with that low strong. If I had done the standing fierce instead of like the low fierce, I would have won outright. But okay, at this point, like I have a few issues with Seth's commentary, but at this point, he's 100% right. I need to finish the job right here. Instead of going for through the reset series and just waiting for for her to turn dark organically, I should have just done Phoenix Rage X Phoenix Rage, because when she goes dark, anything can happen, and right here anything does happen. He does. I don't know if that's random or if he's reacting to me doing the dive kick, but yeah, it comes down and she goes out. And all right, Hagar is he's going to live on the magic pixel right here. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself for not getting more out of Hagar because I have 1 meter. So if he comes in, I should have a lariat on cue because I can do lariat into body press. And the way that he was attacking me, he wasn't attacking me with jabs and shorts. He was attacking me with fierce and berserker slash. So I should have been waiting for that with lariat, and that's not the hardest thing to react to.
Did you have any, the crowd like fueling the, your gameplay? Like,
Not really, because at that point, I chalked that up, and this is one of those like little arrogant things that I do, but I chalked this up. I won that game. I didn't get the win in actuality, but the way that game played out, I won. I don't care what happens. I'm just going to play it out normally because I outplayed him in that game. And as it turned out, this game would be the easiest out of all the sets we played.
Oh, really?
Because at this point, like, the only damage it's taken is one hit from Amaterasu on Hager, and this is more or less a perfect. That was pretty much as easy a game as you can get.
That was pretty convincing.
Yeah.
What's PR about? Did you even have any conversations on the main stage right there? Did you have like any like nice or?
No, I didn't. Like, we're not talking to each other at this point, but I'm watching him as he's about to pick his characters, and like he hovers over She-Hulk for a second, and at this point, I think I've got him. I basically think that this tournament is over. His mind is a little messed up.
You look really mad there.
He's doubting himself. I'm just in the moment. But yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know what his frame of mind is, but I think that I've won. I think I've got him, because like
you're really trying to calm yourself down there.
Yeah, he's a little unsure of himself, and I just think, one more game. Let's get through this one more game. But it starts out in his favor, and this is going to be the one match that he gets to Phoenix before she goes dark.
Okay. So what is that? What are you trying to set up here exactly?
What I'm trying to set up is I'm trying to get him to run into Hagar. I actually got it at one point and I didn't convert, but all right, he counters my basic mix-up setup with Tron right there, and he knew that I had already used Hagar, and I'm at level 4, but right there, like, he gets his setup. That's a really nice setup. I hadn't seen that, and every time he did that with the Devil Trigger, I actually got hit by it. So he actually botches the whole thing, and I jump into him, and I give him a chance to convert when I really should have tagged out, because the act of him doing a combo into snapback, that would have been enough to give me, 5 meters. And right here, this is a critical mistake. When I hit him with Hagar, what I should have done is I should have done the DHC glitch to get back to Wesker, but instead I went to Wesker and I tried to do my X Factor thing, but we were already at 15 hits, so the hit stun deterioration had worn off. So, I mean, even though, like, by killing Phoenix he had essentially won this game already, I had a chance to kill Wolverine and have X Factor, and right there I could have done the body press, because I obviously had the meter.
Right.
So this is a really bad game.
Were you mentally breaking down?
I don't know if I was mentally breaking down or if I had already chalked this up as a loss because Phoenix had died. But, I had multiple chances to kill Wolverine and to be on an even level, because Wesker plus Hagar is equal to Dante plus Tron.
Gotcha.
So, really, if I would have just converted and killed Wolverine in either of those settings, I would have given myself a chance to win this game. But because of those, 2, if not 3 mistakes, this game was kind of a loss. And I think that you can chalk this up to me being a little bit weaker mentally, because I'd already thought that I lost. So I kind of wasn't taking it as seriously, even though I'm playing it.
Time's winding down.
Yeah, I'm kind of just going through the motions here. It's like, yeah, he won. Okay. But, after watching this again and again, I've probably seen this set like
So this is the last game of this set, right?
Yeah.
So
but I really could have given myself a chance to win this and not have it come down to this set.
So more chapstick, right?
Yeah.
Gotta keep them less moist.
Yeah. Gotta be moist. Gotta be ready.
Jay loves chapstick. We should get sponsorship.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the most hype EVO moment. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, this is pretty much the EVO moment.
This is the EVO moment, and how do you feel about that?
It
doesn't mean nothing, but it is the number one EVO moment.
Well, I'm not too happy about it because, as we're going to go through this, Game 5, there are so many chances for me to win. Like, all right, this is really nice. By him using the hammer right there to avoid the Wesker air throw, that's pretty nice. People don't do that enough. I evade his snap in, and once I get Wesker back in here, I think because he's used his X Factor, when you use your X Factor early against Phoenix, you really should lose. Like, almost everything is in my favor.
Did you really think you were going to win this
I thought
moment?
when he dropped that, when he burned X Factor and Wesker was still alive, I was like, it's over. I won. But I kind of hamstring myself for trying something really complicated in here, and we're going to talk through that when we get to this point. So when Phoenix goes down, she doesn't go down right here, but there's like Wolverine and Tron are on screen at the same time.
Okay.
So I immediately go to X Factor and I do the torpedo. I go to the Cinder move, and that actually works. Like, you can go into training mode and you can practice that, and that actually works. I thought that I was going to get 2 characters with that level 1 X Factor, but it didn't work. I came up short because I mistimed it.
Okay.
So right here, I've given him the first opening, but because I still have 3 characters, and in my mind, all I have to do is get through Dante, I'm going to win. So I'm kind of, you know, doing the same thing I was doing the whole set. I'm trying to coax him into Hager's arms, and right there, I got it. Right here, I'm thinking game over.
Game over,
I
right.
win. So I have a meter with Wesker. I could be looking to counter because, like, I could just stand there.
Time is winding down.
Yeah, I could just stand there and wait for him to jump into me and go to the Rhino charge counter. But once again, I'm pretty dumb, so I didn't go through with that. And now right here with Hager, I'm thinking, how do I get Phoenix in? Because I want to have the Hager assist because I no longer have X Factor. So
Makes sense.
like right here, like if I land a hit with Hager, I win because I can DHC glitch. He leaves Hager alive, so right now my thought is get him out, get him out, get him out, and right now we're gonna get him out. And here we go. This is the tournament. Right there, like I think he was loading that up. And okay, if I finish this combo with Fireball into Super, I think I win. But I don't, and he rolls underneath me, and he gets it. Now, the reason that I wasn't expecting this is because when you land the Phoenix Rage Super, they're always dead. They're always dead, so you never
just
think
let you
about
know
that.
the room collapsed.
Yeah, the room is going insane right here, but I'm thinking I can win because all I have to do is lariat, and
So-
I couldn't get back down to the
Alright,
ground.
Take us
and-
through this moment right here. This is a
Alright.
very, very important part of the entire
Yeah,
room. The
so
room
this-
is collapsing. You
yeah.
don't know. We were devastated. Our mouths were in our stomach. So what's going through your mind right
Okay,
now?
so right now we're going through a very abbreviated version of like the 12 stages. We're going through, okay, at first we've got, you know, the grief that I can't believe I lost. Now, okay, right there, you can see me looking at him.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
like, I think what I said to him is I said, you got bleeping lucky, but like not loud enough for him to hear it. It was just one of those for me because I'm mad. Okay, so now we're getting past that, and now I'm leaning over him and I'm saying, get up, get up.
Oh, really?
But I'm like, wait a minute, I could use this time. So now, all right, take a deep breath, accept it. Okay, now I'm back. I'm me again. Like, because this whole thing has taken a full minute, like, I'm me again, and now we're just, you know, trying to fix this. And I've resolved to do a different set of Wesker mix-ups on him. Everything is going to involve Hager because he's already proven that he's going to use the hammer to get around me. So that time, okay, right there with Hager, he falls into it. I don't convert, but that shows that, you know, I've
You're
already...
a little pissed right now.
Yeah, I've already kind of solved like what he was doing. So like that time, it actually proved to be the best thing for me. And this is going to be one of my better games in the finals. Once again, everything...
You are beasting on him right now.
Everything is ending in Hager.
At this point, the box arena team members are just like trying to recover because we just can't believe what happened. But when we saw the first game, like, okay,
Yeah.
Jay's back.
I'm back. And right here, I'm a little disappointed in myself because I knew that this wasn't going to kill, but all I had to do is just run off more time and not call assists. But what do? The first thing, call Hager. He takes a nice, 200,000 damage chunk, and Wesker gets hit right away. So I've made this harder than it needs to be.
You have your 5 meters, of course.
I have my 5 meters, and I'm just sitting there with Hager. Okay, X Factor is gone. So theoretically, this should be over. He made kind of a little minor mistake, but the match doesn't start until Phoenix gets in. And this is nice by him snapping in instead of killing Hager. And I can't believe I got hit right there. That was just...
I'm kind of surprised it got to this point.
Yeah, it's more nerves, and I'm thinking, did I just do it again? But
Okay, so-
because I still have X Factor at this point, I can play as completely lame as possible. I can throw fireballs on the ground, and he's not on my half of the screen. Okay, now he's on my half of the screen, and I X Factor, and he gets all that beefy damage.
1 down, 2 to
Yeah,
go.
1 down, 2
What are
to
you
go.
thinking? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, all right, I'm back.
Were you hearing any vulgar remarks from the crowd, or you couldn't hear them?
I couldn't hear him at this point. For a while, people, like the East Coast people, were chanting "Die Phoenix, die," but I wasn't hearing him anymore at this point. So, all right.
Second game.
Yeah, second game. This game is actually pretty interesting because I wrote it off as a loss, and it actually
is
turned
that,
into
Jay?
a win. I'm gonna see if I can find that moment when I write it off. All right, he takes 2 meters and he goes for the snap, and I get the double hit, and that builds meter. But I mean, it's just kind of not going my way right now. Like, I'm gonna get the hit because he was too close to me, but it's kind of not going right for me.
Well, I think for me at least, once you get 5, I think it's all good. That's just me.
I've got 5, but I mean, all right. Let me see if I can find the spot. Yeah. Okay, this is the game where he kills me with those beams. And I think that I've left too much work for Phoenix to do. Like, I think she can obviously do it, but I've left too much for her to do. So I think it's kind of one of those internal coping mechanisms where I think, all right, he's won this game, let's flush it. But when Phoenix gets her chance to come in, I still have a shot. So I actually bring her in right now because I don't want him to run away, and we're running low on time.
Oh, so you actually got hit on purpose?
Yeah. So
wow,
all right.
Okay.
Okay. So right there, he still has his X factor though, so that's nice that I get that out. But even though I land this hit, I'm too far away to convert, and I think he's got this. But he did a dive kick from a mile too high. So right now it's like, okay, he doesn't have this. I win. But I drop that. I make this as hard on myself as possible. So right here I could have, done a super and made that easy on myself, but I'm leery of doing supers because I kind of don't know the post-super setup, as we proved from the reset game.
Okay.
Okay. And once again, I probably could have finished there, and I make this as hard on myself as possible. So
does it look like he gave up? It's 2-0.
I'm kind of surprised that I won that. As we're going through this game, I'm like, why did I win? How did I win?
So this is the third and final match.
Yeah, this is
Are you
game
thinking he's
3.
going to win one, or are you actually, I need to finish this now?
I want to finish this as soon as possible. I'm running out of energy. Like,
emotionally drained,
right here,
physically drained.
when he burns his X Factor and Wesker gets away, I think I win. Like, that's the point where I think I win. We're going back to like the old style of resets, and I'm quite frankly lucky that Tron didn't hit me because I hit a button and I landed into Tron, and for some reason I just didn't take the damage. I blocked the first set. I didn't block the second set, which means he could have converted off the second set. And at this point, I was actually trying to get hit with Wesker there so that he would die. And at this point, I've resolved that it's all going to come down to Phoenix, but since he doesn't have X Factor, it's okay. So at this point, I'm not even really trying to land hits. It would obviously be nice if I could, but I'm not even trying. It's like, let's get Phoenix in. Let's start the match. Let's decide whether I win or lose.
He has a lot of life still.
Yeah, he has more or less 3 full characters. And
But you have 5
okay, yeah,
meters.
the announcers, they didn't play off how smart that was by him. By deliberately not killing Hager. Seth called that, he was like, oh, that's a drop. And I was like, no, that's not a drop. He intentionally didn't kill Hager, so I would only have level 2. And right away when he did that super, I was like, you're going to lose Dante because you can't ever kill Phoenix with $1 million, and that's why.
So this is coming down to an end. Like, what are you feeling right now? Like, oh my God, I'm
okay,
winning.
right here, I choked. I should not have done that. If he would have blocked, he would have killed Phoenix. It was just a complete panic move. But once he rolled away, he didn't have X Factor and I had meter.
Wow, look at that
over.
sigh of relief right there.
Yeah, that's the relief right there. It didn't even feel good. It was like, I didn't choke. Thank you, I did not choke.
You look like you ran a marathon right there.
I think that there comes a point where I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna faint or not. I think we're kind of past that.
There's me right there.
Yeah, there's all of San Diego, and
I'm actually my voice is almost back to normal.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind right here? Like literally, this is the moment.
It's over. I did it. It's over. I'm getting past the relief, and I'm getting back to happy. And there's Chris Lee right there, Big Shrek, giving me a hug. He's been with me for 10 years, ever since I was first choking in 2000 and 2001. So it was really cool to see Chris there. But yeah,
Okay, well, that's thank you for Team Spooky for providing the video. Greatly appreciate. They did an exceptionally job. We're gonna go to some